Hold on, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Get that cheesecake, you guys. I gotta go pull up that short. I gotta do a little music on top of it. It's a little quick minute short. So I pulled all my ingredients together. It's gonna be in the Instant Pot, so this has to be a quick one. I'm just looking at my bus schedule. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so this is gonna be a quick live. I'm not sure which one to take, the 948 or the 1018, because the 948 might be too fast. But yes, we're doing this inside the room. I'm gonna go open up those blinds up there, and I'm just drinking the rest of my coffee, my favorite mug. Um, I do have a Barbie mug too, but that's on top of my dresser. And I also have like a I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Maybe Peacock's Nations. They'll probably know what this is. But yeah, I decided to go live because I wanted to just show um, how I can just get from waking up in the morning, then trying to prepare some food, and have it leave it on during the day inside an Instant Pot, like I've done plenty of times. You can do slow cooking. You can make chili. You can make just anything that you think of that is in your taste with slow cook. Um, I use my Instant Pot. So Instant Pot is very good in use when you have a family at home and you got to prepare stuff for them, and then you just leave it up to them to kind of like either turn it off or let it keep running or check on it or something like that, and then eat right away or eat right after. But as far as with me, I have to come back home later on tonight. So I start at my job at 11 and I don't get done till 7, so I won't be home till maybe 8 o'clock. And then I'll probably be hungry if I don't like the meal at work. Um, yeah, it's not just me being picky, but most of at work, it's always peas and carrots and green beans. Like I choose carrots and green beans over peas, but uh, yeah, so I'm not really the vegetable type person. And when they do have a main course, sometimes it could be a little bit like no taste with pork, because like pork, they when they cut it, it's very thick, and I don't. And like with turkey too, they cut it in very big slices. Like I don't know why they do that, knowing damn well these are senior people. Like one of them wears like dentures. It's his whole upper mouth that's full of dentures. Just like yesterday, he was choking, and the caregiver was like trying to like have him spit it out, and he was trying to take it out by like his own, his own movement inside his mouth. And I was watching over like how many tables, and he's like trying to throw it out of his mouth, and I'm like, oh, he's trying to take off his dentures. And I'm like, why do these people have the senior people try and chew thick ass food? It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like these are senior people. You're not caring for them. You're caring about how it looks on the plate. This is not at home to try and make your plate look nice. If you think that way, I mean, some people are just hungry and just throw it on the plate. But at work, it's always like a concern. But anyways, we're gonna go over here. I'm not gonna sit down or anything like that, but my coat rack is right here. Look at my shoes, y'all. I put my shoes on top of here. My little DDs. These one time. Look, one time. my little platform, no name. And then these are new, same kinds, but the they got the butterflies. Ooh, same from Didi's too, same brand and everything. Guess how much I got that for 15.99. These are butterflies too. See it? Butterflies, has a little necklace kind of charm kind of thing. I'm just messing around, doing a quick live because everything is prepared. Hello, whoever that is. Good morning, Luca. Like my little butterflies? So cute, huh? I wore this with the long dress to the ankles when I went to Seattle. Okay, so let's go look over here. This is my coat rack. Okay, I mean not my coat rack, my dry rack. When you dry like laundry and you don't want it to get inside the dryer. So anyways, let's go over here. I know because I'm more positioned that way when I when I sit down. So let me go grab some gloves or some tongs. I'll be right back, you guys. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys what I have here. Tongs and spoon. And then so I boiled some potatoes. I boiled it just a little bit, but I threw out most of the water. My beef is right here. It has a little piece of chili right there, and I'm soaking it with water and vinegar. Okay, so and then this is what I'm using. It's by it's a Thailand brand. It's called Panang curry paste. It is by yeah, so Thailand manufactured Namprik Maisri. I don't know. Thailand. So this is the brand. Thank you for Luca for coming through. I'm just trying to do good for my channel, you know. Um and not really so much like throwing it out there to a point where it's like I got to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of views, which everybody would like, you know, but it's just these are the things that I can work on while I'm still at home trying to get prepared for before I get to work. So I washed this. I used this to boil peanuts. So that's why you see a little bit of the brown stain because I boil a lot of peanuts in here. I used to sell them to the nursing place where I used to work at. So I washed this. You see a little water in there. Okay. So I prepared everything before I'm going to start. So I'm going to put this on meat and stew. So it's going to be meat and stew, and it's going to be at 35 on a high pressure. I know everybody's just trying to wake up and everything like that. Hopefully the ones that are chilling at home, just kicking back, not really doing anything. I'm going to let a little bit of that water kind of evaporate, and then I'm going to saute my beef, but I am going to cut it with a scissor. So let me hurry up and start and get this thing start going because I have to be out of here by 9. I gotta really be out of here by 9:40. So here's my scissors. And I have my glove on the wrong hand. And we're using chicken broth, but we're not going to use the whole thing. Okay, there's oil to saute. There's pepper. I made a pre-recorded of this curry beef before. So Thai is like one of my favorite. It's actually my one of my that and soul food are my two favorite types of food. And uh the Mexican birria. There's like three, different cultures that I or ethnicity that I love other than Filipino. So it has to be Thai, soul food, and the Mexican birria. But for Mexican food, that's just the only thing that I would love out of theirs is the birria and uh, burritos. So there it goes. And we're using the whole thing or maybe half because the beef, I have to see how much beef I have. But I bought a $11 tray. This needs to there. I'm gonna put you guys up here. Like right here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is a cooking kind of situation. So it's not where it's I'm trying to show too much of me. All right. So I'm gonna start putting the oil. You heard it sizzling, right? So you got to put a good amount of oil because I am putting this beef in there. Now this has been soaking in water and vinegar. You see how a little bit of the blood is coming out? That is oh, that is the top round thin slice. Hold on, you guys. I think my phone is too heavy. Hold on. There. I think it's because I pushed it. So I want it in little pieces, like chunks. Don't be scared to cut your meat. I know I'm gonna eat this down once I get home. Y'all, I cannot stop you guys from not liking this, but I know if you guys ever tried this in my place or in my way or any place where I cook this at, if I do other than here, you guys will not regret it. I'm telling you guys. I made this this is my fourth or actually my 1, 2, this is my third. And the second time I perfected it, I will upload that video too. I keep saying that I'm going to upload videos, but I never do because it's always like a voiceover that I don't want to put time into. But I will. It's the same dish. It's beef curry. Okay. This is the other one. I just don't want to have it spill in my so it will how do you say shrink? Like shrink. And this is like one of those whole flat round like when I say round, it's like a whole big size of a plate. Like this whole round thing is the size of this whole beef. If I was to stretch this out, look. Okay. So yeah. It doesn't matter with the cuts, just as long as it's cut down in bite sizes. And make sure you wash your tools after. Even though you use scissors, doesn't mean that it doesn't go back to your drawers. I'm just talking for the people that seem to think like this thing is just a very easy kind of. It is easy because it is in the Instant Pot, but yeah. This is a nice chunk, y'all. Look at this. So cut it against the grain, but this time it's only because it's by pieces. So like that's against the grain. Hold on. See how the lines are that way, but I'm cutting it right there. So that's against the grain. I know y'all probably like, I don't want to watch this girl cook. Well, scroll up. That's a good enough size. Yes, so it's turning brown. And the blood is kind of coming off. I'm going to put my pepper in there. See my peppers. I don't want to cut it because I want it to stay in there as whole. Now, I'm going to throw this inside the wash. I'll be right back, you guys. But it is on right now. So I'm going to throw some pepper. And y'all see that steam in there. So I washed it. What time is it? It's 9:02. Okay. So y'all see that, right? It's good. I washed my little tools. So I can use my tongs again. See who's up in here. So that had a little bit of vinegar, right? Because I let it soak in there. Now I'm going to, we're going to keep the broth of the beef, okay? Because we are going to use chicken broth, but I still want its flavors from the beef too, okay? And that's what makes this like really like original. It's just chicken broth does its job when you saute and have the uh um when you have the liquid go down. Hey, Miss Peacock, what's up, Folger girl? Oh, hey, my boss. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. It's, oh God, I was cutting through that whole time and it was not showing. Lord. Yeah, so that's the beef. I don't know if you guys rewinded it, but I was cutting and stuff like that. But you see that little pepper right there in the middle? I got one. Thank you, you guys. I know you guys are probably working, but I gotta head to work soon. I just wanted to do a quick live to say that this is what you can do for family when you can have them just sit at or when they get home, but you're still like leaving to get to work and you know, by the time it slow cooks, by the time you get home, it'll be done for them. And it's just all in one. So what I am doing is I'm using the Instant Pot. I don't know if you guys were familiar with me by using this, but I know I've used this throughout the years of my YouTube channel. So I made a lot of things out of here. I made beef pho. I made yeah, the Vietnamese pho. I made I even made what did I make from a Mexican dish? It was birria. So I made birria, beef birria, and I don't know, just everything. I boiled peanuts, just a lot of stuff. I made porridge, Chinese porridge, you know, the rice porridge with chicken and hard-boiled eggs and just a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Like you can make a lot of stuff in here because it has a lot of settings that you wouldn't even know. Like it says, you can make soup, broth, you can make meat stew, bean and chili, poultry, slow cook, saute, rice, multigrain, porridge, and steam. So, yeah. So now I'm gonna put the ground cumin. Hey, about that land life, I was just looking at my screen. Every single time I look at my screen, I see blue. Like somebody popped up. I was like, man, I don't even care if nobody pop up in my video because I'm just trying to do this thing really like just fast. But yeah, so cumin, okay. People are missing out on cumin, okay. But this is a Thai dish. As you guys can see it, that's what it has on my content title. Um, it looks like I am pouring a lot, but it's not because it's only just that one hole. You see the little paper around it? It's only just that one hole coming out, so it's not, and when I shake it, rarely stuff comes out. And this is a lot of beef, so this is like $12 worth of beef, but it's the round top thin sliced, okay. But this is from another supermarket. So the last time I made it, I pre-recorded it and I still haven't uploaded that, and that was the second time I ever made it. But the first time I made it was out of this Instant Pot, but the beef got overcooked. So the first time was a fail, but it wasn't bad taste. It's just the beef was a little bit tough, but it was still the right cut, like the right, it wasn't chuck, it was still thin. It's just that it was kind of overcooked. So the second time I perfected it, and now I'm going on to keep going to that type of like way how I make it from the second time. So I could have this as part of my dish, like, you know, part of my list. So yeah, I put the pepper and then the cumin, and then now I washed my tongs. That's why I left. So there is a pepper in there, okay, you guys. This is supposed to be a more of a shallot, lemongrass, kaffir lime, kaffir like lime leaves, and uh like a little bit of sugar, right? But we're not gonna do too much of that. I'll probably just add just a little bit. And I already boiled my potatoes. So yeah, I'm sticking and moving over here, you guys. I'm just trying to just do a little quick live to just show that this is how you can do at home when you have something prepared. Okay. Not too much, but I know my paste. So that was like 2 squeezes. That's probably like 1 whole cup of chicken broth. So we're using this one. I don't know if I showed you guys already, but I'm trying to, and it's the 33% less sodium. So when I washed my beef in the kitchen before I started just having the preparation on this table from when I started, I soaked the beef under salt and vinegar, but with more water of the tablespoon of, or 2 tablespoons of vinegar under that beef. Yeah, because I wanted the blood to kind of more release. And then I'm using I don't know, I should have earlier, but I'm using this Thai it's a paste. It's a from Thailand, okay? So it's called Panang curry paste. Panang. Okay. Folger girl, where you at? Are you at work? Or you start later in the day? Because I start at 11 and I don't even care if I'm late. Because I start at 11, but I'm dishwashing today. So I don't even care. I still get paid. And when I do go home, it'd be like 7:15. Or when I get off, it's like 7:15. So basically, then I gotta catch the bus. And I think the bus still runs after 7 o'clock, right? I mean, I know that for sure. They can't be stopping to run past 7. So I ain't tripping, but I've been riding the bus lately. So I guess I'm getting used to it. You know, it's saving money, but the Uber in the mornings, that's $10 a day. Okay. Well, no, $10 for 2 days. So Saturday morning and Sunday morning, it's like around $6. So this is the paste. All right. So yeah, we're using this. So we're using half, okay? Put that in there. Ooh, that smell. Can smell it. See, I'm not going to show you guys how this looks like right now because we're not going to wait till it's done. This is going to be sitting in here by the time I get home. And by the time I get home, the broth will go down and it'll be sauteed. So I sauteed this with a little bit of oil in the beginning, and then its juices started to kind of come out. Okay. So, excuse me, but I'll put a little bit more in there. Okay. And then I'm just going to save that in a little small container. So I only use half. All right. And you guys are going to love this. There's 2 ways to make this. I don't know how to say it. Panang, I don't know. And then there's a red curry paste, but I rarely use a red. Okay. So, yeah. So this is just going to be a quick live, okay? The potatoes are not going to go in there because it's already boiled. I'm going to set that in the end. So it's basically just going to be like a presentation in the end with the potatoes. So I will go back later on live tonight and show you guys the I will go live later on back to, I'm going live 3 times today. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting used to this, that I just need to keep going because I really want this 1,000 hours to hurry. And I know it's going to take me at least maybe 4 months, you know. But I guess that's just how it is, you know. But I like this how it's steaming. And what you do is you don't want to like, and I'm going to show you guys a trick, okay? And this is what I learned from I learned this from I think she was Vietnamese. I was watching her. She was making a soup, and I'm going to show you guys how to not close it all the way. So basically, if you guys are using your Instant Pot, don't, this is the full close. When you guys hear that, right? And then you turn, that's the full close. But we're not doing that. We're just going to do it like this. So you see how there's still a peek hole, like a little peep, and it's not fully closed, right? So she did that. But what she did was, um, this is how she did it. And I'll be right back. Hold on. So basically what she did was, because she didn't have an Instant Pot, she just used she used chopsticks right here. She used the chopsticks right there, and she put it like that, and then she put a lid. She put a lid like this. See? See how it does a little of its here, of its peak hole? So even the steam could come running down from here, but this is much smaller and this is much wider, so the water could just hit the inside of the pot, you know. You know, it's just, it's a good thing for me to have that. Not unless if you're doing this under fire, um then you would use this method, but the water would kind of come down from your pot, which is, your setting is not too high. What it is it's under medium. You know what I'm saying? So if you run it high, then that's when all of your boiling point. You see how it was just dripping right there, but it was coming from the inside. So as far as with her, I guess she had to turn down her heat and put it as a medium instead of having it past medium. If you guys understand, like if you guys know what I'm saying. So you see that? See, it's about to drip. Look, it's about to drip. Y'all see it? Okay. So that's just kind of like one of the tricks. What you're talking about? I saw y'all enjoying the vibes. We rocked your music. Temper, hello, Big Chief. What's up, Big Chief, man? Good morning. Like number 5. I see how you always do that. That's cool, cool. Good morning. Yes. Loophole. What's cooking? It's on my content title. It's called beef curry or curry beef. Okay. Yes, so I got mods up in here about that land life peace grave. Stevie. If you only knew what you know, then you would know. What the hell? If you would only know what you know. Now, let me take out this person. I'll take him out, Temper. It's all right. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna let that just run through the setting of how I had it on 35 minutes. So when I sauteed it and was letting the juices come up, when I put the peppers and the cumin and that paste right there, that was already 15 minutes past. So the rest is just gonna be under this situation. Okay, and then just let it do that. But y'all see the steam though? You see how high it can run? Instant pots are really a pressure kind of pot. So once you close that, that little whistle does its job to make everything soft inside. Okay, so we have to think about foods that are running in deep, uh, um, like deep dish. Okay, when we say like deep pots, is not really called like a deep pot. It's more like a deep dish or something like that, you know, because it's deep. Everything is cooking in deep, like water or liquid, or you know, it's not just like sitting in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now, potatoes, my coffee, and this is my little mess here. Okay, you guys, this is um this is, I have no chair. I have my dry rack here. This is, but these are my laundry stuff that I kind of just was drying. We're gonna go back over here. My little laptop. Oh, oh, I kind of shook it. At least it didn't go on my blanket. Hold on, you guys. That was embarrassing. Hold on, let me grab a damn towel. Hell no. Hell no, man. The hell. Yeah, but that's smelling just like how it's supposed to. Ain't nothing but some drops. But yeah, this is my little bus schedule. I was just looking at it. I gotta get ready. It's 9:17. I gotta be out of here by 9:45. So I already washed downstairs and everything. I just need to brush my teeth and change and everything like that. So I'm gonna start getting. I don't want to like get ready while I have you guys on here, only because like I just need to hurry. Hell no, man. For real. Gotta bring the little Siri. Gotta bring my Bluetooth. Even though I ain't got no iPhone. I don't know. Does Samsung S25s have Siri on them? I don't think so. So yeah, I could leave here by 10:13 and it's 9:18, so I have an hour. But you know, I want to relax and act like I'm not rushing to get to this afternoon night shift. I will be back at 2:15. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I will show you guys how I transfer that to a wok. So I'm gonna transfer all of that. If I don't, kind of don't want to show you guys, but it is steaming inside here and it's smelling the aromas of like shallots and lemongrass, um, like a peppery type, you know, like or like yeah, so aromatics and stuff like that. And I just want to make sure I bring everything with me. So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I will be back lunchtime. You know, my little bun on the top of my head, and just yeah, dishwashing today. So I will be washing dishes. I don't go live while I'm doing the dishwashing, only because it's a lot of waters in my hands, and it's just I can't be moving my phone around too much, and you know, new management and all that. So I'm gonna catch you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Happy Monday, and see you guys later, okay? And let's see what everybody was talking about the land life. Yes, about that land life, Big Chief, Miss Folger Girl, Temper, and Mob Boss. Appreciate you guys, and the ones that are um going to see this in, you know, later time or whatever, and just kind of like sticking with what I do and what I put up and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting my channel. I'm just gonna keep continuing and things like that, and just keep trying to show you guys different things. But you know, this to me is like it's just me. This is what I do. I cook and stuff like that, and I try to do nails and everything else. So see you guys later. Thank you. Peace and love.